Hi. Seems as if everyone is perfectly happy. Monsters have returned to the surface. Peace and prosperity will rule across the land. Take a deep breath. There's nothing left to worry about. Well, there is one thing. One last threat. One being with the power to erase everything. Everything everyone's worked so hard for. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? That's right. I'm talking about you. You still have the power to reset everything. Toriel, Sans, Asgore, Alphs, Papyrus, Undyne. If you choose, everyone will be ripped from this timeline and sent back before all of this ever happened. Nobody will remember anything. You'll be able to do whatever you want. That power. I know that power. That's the power you were fighting to stop, wasn't it? The power that I wanted to use. But now, the idea of resetting everything? I don't think I could do it all again. Not after that. So please, just let them go. Let Frisk be happy. Let Frisk live their lives. But if I can't change your mind, if you do end up erasing everything, you have to erase my memories too. I'm sorry. You probably have heard this 100 times, haven't you? Well, that's all. See you later, Nate. Okay. Alright, that's fun. That's fun. So, yeah, we can reset things if we want. I'm actually going to be right back. Apparently my controller wasn't working. I had to use my keyboard for that. We're going to get into the Genocide run in just a sec by hitting the true reset button. So I will be right back. Alright, I am back. I found out what was the problem. Counterintuitively, if I enable PS4 controller support on Steam, it doesn't give me the option to do anything. So, here's the dilemma, and here is the moral area that we're in. If we do true reset, everything that we have worked up to for the last 23 videos will be resetted. You, the player, have to understand this before going forward. If you hit true reset, your perfect game will end. Which is what we're going to do because I need to show this off. Just know that before you follow along with me. So now that we hit true reset, we're going to name ourselves the same thing as last time. But this time, things aren't going to be as peaceful as they were before. As I mentioned, this was going to be the Genocide run of the game. If you have an issue with watching a Genocide playthrough of this game, I would rather you leave off the game with the ending that we got in episode 23. Do know that I'm going to be killing a bunch of fan favorite characters, so I'm sorry. But with that, let's begin. So we wake up back where we were last time. We're level 1 and everything, and now that we know everything that's going to be happening, we can have a little bit of fun. Keyword is little bit. That you can do in any playthrough. So first and foremost, his memories have indeed been erased. Asriel is back to the way he was. So because of that, let's have a little bit of fun with him. I'm going to be skipping a couple bit of dialogue because, well, a lot of the dialogue in the beginning, they're the same. I'm going to read off the dialogue that's not the same, though. So yes, we know that this is our heart, it's our soul, we can grow strong if we have a level of violence. Yeah, love stands for level of violence. XP stands for execution points. We were told this by Sans. But we can get little white friendly fitness pellets. Let's catch them! Hey, buddy. You missed them. Let's try again, okay? Is this a joke? Are you brain dead? Run into the bullets! Friendliness pellets. You know what's going on here, don't you? You just wanted to see me suffer. Die! That I found to be the cutest thing in this game. That was amazing. I gotta say. I am Toriel, caretaker of the runes. Also, I am queen of the underground. Who would have thunk? So there is going to be a couple of different things that we go through. We're not going to get into them just yet, but in this episode we're going to be getting into a couple of things, as well as the mechanics of Genocide Route. And I have some choice words about the mechanics of Genocide Route. We're gonna go through them as we continue through the game. So, like, we just gotta get through some of the beginning portions. So right here, obviously, because we're doing Genocide Route, we're going to fight this monster instead of listen to Toriel. So, if you didn't watch the last video where you fought Asgore, this is the mechanic of fighting. You have to hit the middle, or as close to the middle as you can. You gain XP and gold from killing monsters, which we are actually going to be gaining XP in this game. There are a couple of things that I need to mention if you haven't watched the first video. The only thing that the game checks for in terms of true pacifist is A, whether you've gained XP, or B, whether you've given Undyne the water or not. If you've done both of the... Sorry, if you haven't done the first and you've done the second, you are okay for a Genocide Route. So, it's time to draw first blood. Frogget attacks you. Let's kill him. You won, you gained 10 XP and 20 gold. Your love increased. We are now level 2. As you see, our HP has increased. Not only that, but our stats have increased as well. Just trust me on that. I know we didn't take a look at our stats beforehand, but they have indeed increased. So, basically, the game is just going to be me killing everything. But there are some key details about the game that I'm going to be going into later once we actually get into the meat of this. So, yeah, I just want to mention all of that. We're not going to be getting into this just yet. We're going to be getting into this in just a second, but not right now, at the beginning portion of the game. I just wanted to show off the Flowey getting pissed at you thing. That I found to be funny. There's also a couple of other things you can do now that you know how the game works. For instance, you can find Toriel hiding behind here. So that's nice. So we're just gonna get past her same dialogue, and now we're actually going to be getting into some of the mechanics of the game. As you see, that Frogget is no longer there. That Frogget we killed back there was indeed that Frogget. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot she did this. So, starting off, we're going to need some things. We're going to take all the pieces of candy. And we're going to save. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the mechanics of Genocide Route right now. So, yeah, let's go over how this game works. So basically in Genocide you have to kill all the monsters in the area, as opposed to Pacifist where you kill none of them. Sounds easy, right? Well, Toby Fox, for whatever reason, decided that just letting you kill the monsters and move on with your life is not easy enough. No. Instead, he has to make the monsters less frequent as you kill more of them. Which I understand in a story perspective, it makes sense. But in a gameplay perspective, it makes the Genocide routes absolutely drag. I mean, literally, by the end of it, you are looking in a room for a monster by pressing up and down at the same time, because that's the only feasible way to do this. You're looking in a room for a monster for about 2 to 3 minutes. You get into an encounter, you kill one, and then you repeat the cycle over and over again. It bogs down the entire adventure and makes everything stop to a grinding halt, which I feel that Toby Fox honestly shouldn't have done. Now, I understand punishing the player for their actions, but when you make it a central portion of this version of the game, why even include the Genocide route if you're going to punish the people for doing it in the first place? You definitely could have reworked the Genocide story into the original Pacifist story, and people would have loved it. But instead you make this version that's kind of subpar compared to the neutral and Pacifist run. I feel like Genocide route could have been a lot more engaging and challenging to the players in order to make things a little bit more fun, but still making them feel like they're horrible people. For example, make the monsters scale up a little bit more the more you kill them. Like you start out with Froggets and Whismers, I think, and then you scale up towards the people who say don't pick on me, or the vegetable characters, or basically you get tougher monsters the more you kill. And it kind of is a deterrent for players who are going into the game just for the first time on the neutral route from going towards the Genocide route, because they find out the more monsters that they kill, the harder things get. So that's a deterrent for them to not kill monsters and actually start sparing monsters. It would have worked a lot better, in my opinion, if he would have done things in that fashion. But no, instead he just makes the monsters rare, and it makes it all stop to a grinding halt. Again, I understand trying to make it to where you don't want to kill the monsters, but for the players that have decided I'm going to do a Genocide route, it becomes a very, very big inconvenience for them. And it's like, why even include a Genocide route if you're going to be doing this sort of thing to the player? You might as well just not do a Genocide route if you don't want them to do the Genocide route in the first place. I don't know, it's a weird thing, and you can see the sped up footage. This is ×2 sped up footage that you're seeing right here, but I don't know. I'm not the only one who thinks this, am I? Anyways, let's get back to real time, because by this point I've killed almost all the monsters I needed to, so let's jump back into live recording. Getting back into live commentary. Nobody came. So now we have officially entered into the Genocide state. As the last, well, in my time, like 5-8 minutes. I talked about that during the post commentary. As you notice, it just says determination. So now we're going to be going through with the Genocide flagged in. And oh boy, nobody came. Yeah, with the music gone. Actually, the music's not gone. What you're hearing is actually an extremely slowed down version of this music, of the music of the runes. I like cinnamon, by the way. You're hearing a slowed down version of the runes. So, yeah, the music's not completely gone. Oh, no reason at all. So yeah, you're just gonna have to keep on being stopped every now and then. Let's see. Yep, I remember this. Oh, fun fact about this room that I found out after replaying the Flowey fight. Check this out. This is actually interesting. You actually do not need to move those other two rocks. It's kind of odd that those rocks do nothing. Determination. We no longer get to hear about the mouse hole. And he just disappears altogether. You can get a spider item, but considering we're going to be murdering Miss Muffet later, no point in buying those. There are much better healing items in the game, to be honest. Just realizing that it had been a while since I've cleaned up. I was not expecting to have company so soon. There are probably a lot of things lying about here and there. You can pick them up, but you do not... Okay, she actually said this before. I was forgetting. I thought she called more when you do Genocide. So let's see if the vegetables are still here. They are not. Vegetables are not still here. Let's see. I think this was the one with the... Yep, this is the one with the item. Since it has better stats, let's go ahead and equip said item. And let's go ahead and flip the switch. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The Genocide playthrough doesn't have much in terms of the area. Like, in terms of the area that you're fighting in, there's not much change going on. But in terms of, like, how the characters react to you, there is change, so we're gonna be getting into that. I kind of forgot. Okay, that's what happens whenever you forget the puzzle, like I did. Let's see, I thought it was... I know it's this one. It's been a while since I played. I was not looking forward to Genocide. Oh, it is the red. I thought it was the red, but my memory was just like, probably not the red. So, there's no cool music to listen to while you're going through this. You're just going to be constantly interrupted. But yeah, I don't like the mechanics of Genocide route, as I explained in my post-commentary bit right there. Because, oh my god, it is just awful. It's just awful what they make you go through. I understand the point of punishing the player, but I mean, I've already said my piece on this. Let's go ahead and get a better weapon. So let's equip the toy knife. And yeah, our attacks are increasing, as you can see. We have 59 experience, so yeah, the game does actually, like, you do get better as you proceed. You do get stronger. Hello, Toriel. Not even a scratch. Impressive. I know. Oh, Toriel does not know what she's getting into. This music's at least the same. So we still get our butterscotch pie, which we're gonna keep because it's essentially... I don't remember if it's a full heal in terms of the game, but it's definitely gonna help us later down the line. So we could talk to Toriel, but there is something I want to show off. There's just some white fur. Where are the knives? Yes, some of your text is changing because of the Genocide route, which is why I want to do all the Genocide stuff in the first area that we see monsters. So, sup? I hit nothing on accident. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to exit the runes. So this first video is going to be short because of all the things I had to cut, but considering the runes took more than one video beforehand, it is interesting that this time around it's taking one video. I'm sorry if you want to see the text. If you want to see the text, you should play through the True Pacifist or watch my Let's Play on that. So you want to leave so badly? You're just like the others. There's only one solution to this. Prove yourself. Prove to me that you are strong enough to survive. Oh, Toriel, you have no idea. Alright, let's go ahead and fight her. You really hate me that much? Now I see who I was protecting by keeping you here. Not you, but them. You're not really human, are you? No, you're empty inside, just like me. In fact, you're Nate, right? We're still inseparable after all these years. Listen, I have a plan to become all-powerful. Even more powerful than you and your stolen soul. Let's destroy everything in this wretched world. Everyone. Everything in these worthless memories. Let's turn them all to dust.
That's a wonderful idea.
And that is a wonderful idea. Let's continue. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand. The old whoopee cushion in the hand trick. It's always funny. That's, your cue to laugh. Or, to emote at all. Gee, lady, you really know how to pick 'em, huh? Alright, that's fine. Everyone's got their own sense of humor. I'm Sans. Sans the skeleton. I'm actually supposed to be on watch for humans right now, but, you know, I don't really care about capturing anybody. Now my brother, Papyrus, he's a human hunting fanatic. Hey, actually, I think that's him over there. I have an idea. Go through this gate thingy. Yeah, go right through. My bro made these bars too wide to stop anyone. Quick, behind that conveniently shaped lamp. Okay, I guess you don't have to. Sans, have you found a human yet? Yeah. Really? Wowie! Guess that's settled. That worked out, huh? Are you just gonna stare at me, or... Well, I'll be straightforward with you. My brother really liked to see a human, so, you know, it'd really help me out if you kept pretending to be one. It seems that Sans realizes that we're not who we are. Let's go ahead and save. 16 left. That's how many monsters you have to kill to progress the Genocide story. So with this being said, guys, in the next episode, let's tackle Snowden. So until then, guys, I'll see you then.